Saturday Night Special, episode 14. That's right, 14. That was the glorious Muddy Waters singing his song Got My Mojo Working. The title of this episode is, in fact, Looking for My Mojo. Technically it's Looking for Your Mojo, but I should have just called it Looking for My Mojo, because the reason this is the theme is because this is what I've been experiencing this week. I have lost my mojo, and I can't seem to find it. Hey, how are ya? Hey, Louise. My mojo seems to be gone. I'm trying to find it, and that's what this episode is all about. As I said, that was Muddy Waters singing Got My Mojo Working as I was trying to decide the perfect song to open this episode. There's also an excellent album by Lightnin' Hopkins called Mojo Hand. Now, I learned something today because I thought that Mojo Hand must just mean, like, you have a super talented hand, and, it seems like it would make sense for a blues man to be singing about a mojo hand that could play incredible guitar and perhaps do other X-rated things with a lady. I don't even know, right? But I assumed that's what a mojo hand was all about. Not so. Actually, I looked it up. A mojo hand is actually a charm or a talisman, most often a bag, like a fabric bag, with special things inside, right? Maybe herbs, maybe roots, maybe special secret things, right? To help you in luck, perhaps love, wherever it is that you need more magic, right? And in fact, if you go on Etsy right now, well, not right now, right? Give it like 20 minutes till we're done, but if you go on Etsy, you can actually buy Mojo Hands. There were multiple people selling Mojo Hands, which were very economically priced, small cloth bags with a special assortment of herbs and things. They don't tell you exactly what, but I was like, wow, there you go. Also, many of you may know that I live way uptown in Inwood. My neighborhood is primarily Dominican, right? And something that's actually very common up here that you see sometimes in the park or wherever, hey guys, is sort of Dominican Santeria. I actually looked it up today, and apparently it's also called Dominican Voodoo, but it's offerings, right? Same idea, to get help, to pray, to help with your job or love. So I guess the point here is, at least I'm not the only person looking for mojo these days. That's something. We all look for luck and strength in our own way, right? Clearly, I enjoy surrounding myself with tchotchke and souvenirs and totems of my ancestors, like this ring of my grannies and many things, right? Or perhaps my Snoop votive candle might be more your style. But of course, and the heat's back on, I'm taking my sweater, but of course, the inherent danger in using outside items to get your mojo is this leaves you very vulnerable, because what if you lose that thing? Or what if, like, my very favorite necklace from my sister that I keep literally tying back together and keeps breaking, if I were to feel that my power was bound into this necklace, then I would be in huge trouble right now, right? Because it broke again. So clearly that's not the answer, right? So as I've been working through this, I don't have the answers, but here's what I've come up with so far. Number one, finding your mojo and keeping your mojo seems to have something to do with sometimes believing in things that don't make sense, right? Case in point, if you ever watch any TV shows where there are exorcisms happening, or like in True Blood, there was like the lady doing the voodoo spells and it turns out she was totally fake, but they always have the same answer. When somebody is skeptical and thinks it might not be true, they say, well, of course it's not working for you because you don't believe. So if you don't believe, it's not going to work, which seems like kind of a cop-out to me. I was like, yeah, convenient answer. But maybe there's something to that, right? It's sort of like the confidence conundrum when you are a performer or trying to do something otherwise that people think is crazy, right? To devote your life to art or music or whatever. It's that sort of paradox where if you don't find confidence somewhere, then you won't project confidence, and you won't get the feedback from others that will help give you more confidence, right? So maybe there's something to that. Another thing I've come up with is maybe looking to the past, obviously, is something we've done humanity has done for eons, perhaps, right? Totems of our ancestors, looking to our forebears. But then also, if you look to, for example, someone named Robert Allen Zimmerman, who you might know as Bob Dylan, or perhaps, what's his name? Henry John Deutschendorf Jr., who you might know as John Denver. Sometimes, to find your mojo and get your power, you have to actually throw off the past and reinvent yourself, right? So, it's full of paradoxes. I'm trying to figure this out, right? Third, maybe the answer sometimes, when you can't find it, is to try being someone else, right? So maybe you're not exactly who you thought, or maybe there's someone inside you that has the power, and you have to just sort of give in and allow yourself to be someone else. More on that later as we get to our music, and especially our special cover for today. But that is sort of the point. I'm trying to find my mojo. I've had a hard time this week. Maybe throughout this episode, I will be able to begin to find it again. Also, and Louise, since you're here too, I want to make sure that I let everybody know, if you saw last week, the new show that Louise Lau of Offstage Tunes has started, which is a great show highlighting all kinds of new music. Highlighting new music, new releases. I had so much fun. I had so much fun as a guest host and a performer on the very first episode. The next episode is next Saturday at 10 a.m. So, hi everybody. I'm so excited to see you. So, if you missed that, first of all, you can catch it on YouTube, but you have another chance for the next episode. I will also be guest hosting. Thank you so much, Louise, for asking me. Next Saturday, 10 a.m. Right? And you can find all the information and the details for streaming that at offstagetunes.com. All right. So how about some music? Maybe as I sing this music, we will use the things that I've been trying to learn this week about finding one's mojo to help us all find a little bit of magic, perhaps, right? Okay, here we go. Speaking of magic, this seems like this is a top that my brother gave to me years ago. I don't even know where it's from. Some trip that he went to, and he said, I just saw this, and it made me think of you. Sort of macrame fishnet. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm super excited, Louise. But this seemed like the type of thing I might need this week to help me get my mojo, right? Okay, so here we go. This first song is called Someday, parentheses, Call Me Indispensable. This goes to my sort of what I was saying before about it seems important to look to the past to find your magic, but also sometimes you have to just forget the past and let go of things, right? And clearly this is a trend in my life, that letting go of things and people can be difficult, because I have many songs about this idea of not being able to let go. And that's what this song is about. Ever since that tarot reading, I've known you won't be my last stop. Ever since then, I can see my devotion's been over the top. I know someday I'll have to say I'll let you go. Sunset in the west. How I want you, but you're always unimpressed. Should we just get undressed? Truth is, it's easy. I am something you can do, can't be without. That's why I'm trying really hard to show I'll go on getting out. I've seen that look, I know the signs, and I've been through it all before. right, thank you, folks. That was Someday, parentheses, call me indispensable. I'm sorry for the bling bling. In order to play music at the beginning and the end, I have to keep the sound on my phone, which is connected to the PA, so we'll just ignore the bling blings on my phone, okay? Next up, this is a song. It was called Another New Song. It has become Voices, but either way, this is another song of mine. I would say this is, while I'm talking, I'm gonna check my tuning. I would say this is more about, as I talked about in the beginning, these things I'm figuring out, how to get your magic, your mojo back. This kind of has to do with that believing in things that don't totally make sense thing, right? You just have to believe. So that's kind of what this is about. This is called Voices. Change settings here. Where we go? Yes. Okay. Can't seem to get it right. The more I try, the harder I fight. Is there a secret everybody else knows? What more am I supposed to do? Gotta stay upbeat, keep the voices away. They're always trying to tell me I don't deserve to stay. Of course I know what they'll say. Just have to take it day by day. But will that keep me from fading away? It's time for something big. Not just another love song or another unpaid gig. I'll pray if I have to, but it never worked before. Or maybe it did, but I couldn't see the forest for the floor. Gotta stay upbeat, keep the voices away. They're always trying to tell me I don't deserve to stay. Of course I know what they'll say. Just have to take it day by day. But will that keep me from fading away? Fading Now I know it's important to suffer and learn, but it's hard not to feel like it's my turn. What more must I do to earn my place in the sun? Don't care if I burn. Just make sure you watch me as I burn. Watch me Thank you, folks. That is Voices, another one of my original tunes. Next up, here is the cover that I hope is going to help me bring back that mojo. This is a song from the Young Guns 2 soundtrack, and part of the reason this seemed like the perfect song for me to work on for this week is because it is ridiculous, and I couldn't love it anymore. Thank you so much. I couldn't love it anymore. Right? And I'm through being embarrassed about how much I love this song, right? There's no time for that. That's not how one gets one's mojo, right? I'm just going to embrace it full on. This did make an appearance in episode 7 of Lee's 15-Minute Fridays way back in May, and because it was a bit ambitious for me in terms of actual guitar playing, I presented it as more of sort of a performance piece, right? But this time, I'm going to try to actually play it better. This is by none other than Jon Bon Jovi, and as I promised you, we'd talk a little bit more about being someone else. Well, there's sort of an interesting story about him writing this for Young Guns 2. Emilio Estevez actually asked if they could use Wanted Dead or Alive, you know, that old chestnut, right, from Bon Jovi. He was just embarking on his solo career, and he felt like that Wanted Dead or Alive wasn't really the right song for Young Guns 2, because it's really more about being on the road, right? So he actually just came up with this song, which was a gigantic, super-duper smash hit. What's crazy is that he was a little conflicted about it, because he sort of wanted to make sure everybody knew that this is not what he was really going for as he embarked on his solo career, right? He wanted to make sure people knew this was not really representative of him as a solo artist, but he really dove into this idea of songs for the movie. In fact, after he did this song, I read an interview with him, it was like, oh, then I did a few more, and then a few more, and before you know it, it was a whole album. And he even invited Elton John. Even Little Richard, I found out, did some things on this. And Jeff Beck actually plays the guitar solo, which no wonder I can't do it very well, but anyway, this is a wonderful, amazing song. I love it so much. I'm going to give it my best shot, and I hope, with the help of an awesome hat, this is going to help me get closer to finding my mojo again. All right, I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Let's see, let's switch. Also, if you heard this the first time, way back in May, this is how it started out. So imagine yourself in the desert, avoiding rattlers on the ground, right? Okay, here we go. From Young Guns 2, this is Blaze of Glory. Wake up in the morning and I raise my weary head. I got an old coat for a pillow and the earth was last night's bed. I don't know where I'm going, only God knows where I've been. I'm a devil on the run, a 6-gun lover, a candle in the wind. When you're brought into this world, they say you're born in sin. Well, at least they gave me something I didn't have to steal or have to win. Well, they tell me that I'm wanted, yeah, I'm wanted again. A wild horse in your stable, I'm what Cain was to Abel, mister, catch me if you can, 'cause I'm going down in a blaze of glory. Take me now and know the truth. I'm going down in a blaze of glory. Lord, I never drew first, but I drew first blood. I'm no one's son. Call me young gun. You ask about my conscience, and I offer you my soul. Will I grow to be a wise man? I ask, will I grow old? You ask me if I've known love and what it's like to sing songs in the rain. Well, I've seen love come and I've seen it shut down and I've seen it die in vain. Shut down in a blaze of glory. Take me down each night I go to bed, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I ain't looking for forgiveness, but before I'm 6 foot deep, Lord, I gotta ask a favor, and I hope you'll understand, 'cause I've lived life to the fullest. Let this girl die like a man, staring down a bullet. Let me make my final stand. Shut down, a blaze of glory. Take me down to know the truth, 'cause I'm going out in a blaze of glory. Lord, I never drew first, but I drew first blood. I'm the devil's own. Call me young gun, young gun. Call me young gun, young gun. Young Guns 2. All right, I feel better. I feel energized. That was super fun, and I feel like you guys have helped me get closer. Oh, thank you so much. I feel like you guys have helped me get closer to finding my mojo. And if you're wondering, too, out of respect for Mr. Bon Jovi, or as he was born, John Francis Bon Jovi Jr., I did change the words a little because, hey, if I can sing a song about Billy the Kid, then I can certainly sing it about a girl outlaw, because there's no reason that I couldn't be an outlaw as a female, right? Why not? Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. I have a special treat, I hope it's sort of consistent with, shall we say, Mojo Rising. This is a very well-known classic rock tune, which, as I say, Mojo Rising kind of sums it up. And if anybody knew how to find his mojo, it was the lead singer of this particular band. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there, guys. Here we go. Please enjoy. Uh-oh, hat first. This is LA Woman, by the way. Little doors for you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Ooh. Sip of whiskey. Good night, everybody. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. Love and kisses. Thank you for helping with my mojo. I hope you find yours. See you next Saturday.